Alright, first video of the day we're going to start talking about is 2015 Tennessee football. Fall camp opens up today. I'll be posting a video as soon as the practice reports start coming in. We're going to take a little preview at the roster and what we're going to be looking forward to watching in camp. Now, during the off season, we saw a lot of hype build up for the University of Tennessee football program, but we also had a lot of off-season troubles. Pearson gets suspended for doing something stupid following the A.J. Johnson suspension and currently ongoing investigation and legal case. We've got Preston Williams getting flagged for his ACT, which I just find stupid. We had Mosley getting a DUI, with Oliver leaving the team. It was a good mix of great and not so great. We had a top 5 recruiting class. Khalil McKenzie's a monster. Shai Toll came in with the early enrollees at the defensive tackle position. We had Justin Martin come in at cornerback, and of course he had his own issue come up, which has hopefully now been cleared up. And now going into fall camp, it's nothing but hope, which is a lot of good considering the recent things that have been going on with Tennessee football. So we're going to start off at quarterback. Quarterback so far, dead set on starter. Josh Dobbs has it locked down, showing a lot of signs of improvement during the spring and the fall as he continues to use his photographic memory to learn the offense, go into different passing academies, try and improve his skills. Got second to J.T. Barrett at the counselors competition for Elite 11, which I was very proud of him for. Good job, Josh. All while being pretty much a rocket scientist, aeronautical engineering. How he does it, I don't know. It's a 5-year program, and he's pretty much graduating in 3. Dude's a genius. He's always been elusive. He's always been that guy that's just deceptive with his speed. He's not really going all that fast, but he can just move. He can read the blocks. He can get around you. Super excited about that. A lot of hype going towards him. But the backup quarterback is where things get iffy. Juan Jennings got moved to wide receiver because his throwing skills were just not up to snuff. He's a local Tennessee guy. Always love to see those. But reality is his best upside is either at safety or wide receiver because the guy is dynamic with the ball in his hands, and he's going to do great things. However, quarterback just is not in his future. Sort of like another quarterback that I said wasn't going to be a quarterback, and still is not a quarterback, Tim Tebow. And by the way, I hate everything University of Florida just on the principle of things. But the 2 backups mainly vying for the position is Quentin Dormady and Shariron Jones. A lot of good reports coming in about Shariron during the summer. However, Quentin Dormady did get the head start on him as an early enrollee. Really took command of that second spot in the spring, and I loved everything I saw during the spring game. He took command of that offense, got his linemen lined up, got his people in position, and ran the plays. And the pass he threw to Josh Malone down the sideline was beautiful. Very happy about that. Running back, again, very, very solid. We've got Jalen Hurd. He's up to 242 after playing around 215, 217-ish last season. And he is a wrecking ball. He had a no-contact jersey on during the spring and still gained over 60 yards on 2 carries. His backup is going to be really option 1B in Alvin Kamara, former Alabama running back, went to JUCO, came to Tennessee. I remember following his recruitment very well coming out of high school. He was best friends with Jason Kroom. Kroom's mom posted a lot on Vol Nation, and we got a lot of inside info on that, but eventually Kamara went the bad route, but he came back home, and he's here to stay. Kamara is lightning fast. He can be in every down back when he needs to, give Jalen the rest he needs, and it's really like a thunder and lightning combo, which we haven't had a really solid second back in a long time. Marlon Lane, heart goes out to you, brother, but you just didn't have the speed to make it in this league, and you were always beat up. But my heart goes out to you. You gave your all. Behind that, things get a little shaky, a lot really unproven. We got John Kelly coming in. We brought in Ralph David Abernathy IV, but we don't know if he's going to be working running back or if he's going to be moving to slot receiver, if he's going to be doing both, like a different young sort of thing. I can't put a lot of trust in that. So at least we have two elites coming in. So we still need to build depth there. Along the offensive line, of course, this is a major point of competition. If we don't get better there, if Tennessee does not get better on the offensive line, that's going to make or break the season. Dontavius Blair, big guy, tallest guy on the team, and he just can't seem to lock down the left tackle spot coming out of JUCO. And a lot of it points to maybe mental things going on, but you just, with the physical attributes that guy has, he should be locking down that spot. But we also got true freshman out of my hometown, Memphis, Tennessee, Drew Richmond. And a lot of good things coming out about him, but I don't expect him to really make an impact until midway through the season at the earliest. And he's an offensive lineman. He really shouldn't be playing for another 2-3 years at the earliest. But that's where we are now. We are just now getting a 2 deep full of actual scholarship linemen. Last year we had a right tackle that consisted of a true freshman who was a center and a walk-on who tore his ACL and had to play the rest of the season on that. On right tackle we picked up Jack Jones. The guy's got a nasty streak. Interested to see what he does. But then we got Marcus Jackson, very consistent guy, not a guy that's going to wow you, but he's consistent. He's not terrible. He's consistent, and that's something we really needed on this line. Matt Crowder comes back at center. We really saw the impact that he makes when he's out of the game, because he knows the position so well that even though he may not be the physically most prototypical center you want, he is the captain of the line. And when he's out, then you got Dylan Wiseman coming in, who Dylan Wiseman may physically be at a better spot than Crowder, but he knows nothing about the playbook, which is terrible when you're talking about a center. At right guard, we have Javon Robinson, the true freshman showout. So very excited to see him, but the real spots of contention is the left and right tackle spot. Will Blair take it? Will Drew Richmond come out and show it? If Drew Richmond's playing that spot, I'm really concerned. I really don't want to see Curbison out there. He looked sort of like a deer in headlights sometimes last year. Brett Kendrick's another name to look out for. I've heard good things about him. But overall, we got to put out an offensive line that can at least give our quarterback a couple seconds. Because Josh Dobbs can make plays out of nothing, but with a little bit of time, he can really show off that improved passing, which is what we all need to see if we expect to have a good year and really open up those holes for Hurd and Kamara. Wide receiver, things are hurting right now. We're looking at maybe moving Malik Foreman over there. Juan Jennings definitely got moved over there. But the people that we do have is very, very solid. We've got North coming off of injury. He's always good. Pig Howard, solid, consistent, dynamic. Josh Smith showed great improvement last year before his heart-wrenching injury. That hurdle play was fantastic. Jason Crooms, my homie, man. I got much love for Jason Croom, big body. It's taken him a while to learn that, but he was really coming on last year before his ACL injury. Looking forward to having him back. And then you've got Johnson, and he's a small guy, but he's been consistent. He's been showing out in practices. Interested to see how he sort of develops. And then you've got the now true sophomore Josh Malone, and Malone will get to show some more of his potential coming out. 5-star recruit. I didn't think he deserved the 5-star myself. I thought he was sort of small. I didn't think he's as fast as he looks, but he's got a very smooth stride. I just have a problem with his work ethic. I don't think his work ethic was there last year, and hopefully it's there this year. I understand he had some injury troubles. Hopefully that got resolved. Other than that, big-time freshman Preston Williams obviously out until his ACT problems get resolved. Much luck to you, Preston. You're a beast. Saw your highlights. Incredible. You're the show. Dude's dynamic. Big personality. Over to the defense if we have time. Defensive line looks solid. Might be the best defensive line in the country. Derek Barnett came off a record-setting freshman season. I think is better than Myles Garrett. I don't see where the real argument is, but whatever. Then you got Khalil McKenzie, absolute monster, coming in the middle. You've got Shy Tuttle next to him. But you've also got serviceable older guys with Owen Williams and Danny O'Brien in there, so you could sort of rotate him out. And Traverse Salisbury will be able to give a couple reps if he can keep his health up. And then, as always, we have the one and only Kurt Magid, the heart and soul of the Tennessee team on the other side, and you know he's going to have a good year. No matter what. The guy's consistent. He's been doing it since his true freshman year. Linebackers, Jalen Reese-Maben is a beast. Consistent. Really does a good job of sticking with the plays and not playing out of position. Middle linebacker is a guessing game. You've got Gavin Bryant in there. You've got Jakob Johnson. You've got Dylan Bates. You got the newcomer Darren Kirkland, photographic memory. Hopefully, if he can lock down the spot, I think that more shows on Kirkland than it does the rest of the guys, because I think we have a solid group of competitors. It's just who's going to be able to get there, because Jalen's going to line everybody up. You don't have to worry about the middle linebacker being the quarterback with this defense, because you got Jalen over there. Jalen can guide it. You just need somebody who can just play the position. And then on the other side, you have can't remember his name. He's a great athlete, rushes the quarterback really well. He gives Kurt Magid a good breather. When I feel ashamed I don't know his name, because he's really, really good. Came out of JUCO, a lot of hype. And then probably Dylan Bates over there. Cortez McDowell's going to be working over there. And then the secondary, I'm excited about our secondary. Got Cam Sutton. I think he's possibly the best corner in the nation. Orange-colored glasses there. I know Vernon Hargreaves is going to get the nod there. I think there's a guy over at Virginia Tech that would get a nod over him. But Cam Sutton's just super underrated. Fantastic cornerback. Consistent even with those little blackout issues that he has. Just weird. Didn't come up with later. NFL scouts apparently don't care. Emmanuel Mosley is very fast. He's developed. Safety's locked down. You got Ladero McNeil. You got Evan Berry. You have Brian Randolph, Todd Kelly Jr. Stacked 2 deep right there. Those are all 4 starters for just about anybody in the country, and that's our 2 deep. Very solid. And then you got Justin Martin coming in, 6'3". He's up to 185 now. Hopefully he can get up to 190 by the time the season starts. And the dude can just flat play. And then you've got Rashawn Golden. And Rashawn Golden is a perfect nickelback. I think he'll be cycling in with Cam Sutton over there. I'm really excited that they're going to be moving Cam Sutton to all the different positions, really showing out his showcase. Hopefully he'll be able to shadow number 1 receivers instead of being locked down to one side like he was last year. With that said, personnel review is over. Any practice reports, I'll be coming out giving my thoughts and opinions on that. And I hope y'all enjoyed my analysis. Hope y'all agree. Leave any comments below. Like, comment, subscribe. And Lurch109, go Vols, and go Big Orange.